This full menu that we are gonna show you is actuable only at 0 kilometers per hour, so with the bike stops due to safety, of course, no? So while riding you just can change the riding mode and the load. All the rest we see needs to be done at 0 speed. So you press the down scroll, you keep it pressed 3 seconds and you get into the main menu. Here you can disabilitate the ABS, here you can see the battery charge level. This is the wide setup menu, so if I enter here, I choose front, rear, damping, everything that we can show. Backlight, inside here you can choose among the 3 levels of backlight illumination of the dashboard. For night, for example, you can reduce the level. Lap time, the well-known function of memorizing the lap time or whatever you decide to go on the track. DTC, to exclude the DTC, and this will disappear in case I switch it off. Okay. RPM, the number of RPM are visualized in the dot matrix, just in the clock, and pin code function, the one I told you yesterday evening.
If you misplace the key.
Yeah, if you miss the key, you enter here, and then you fill in the pin code. Here is modified because we have already, it fills the key, so I'm not inserting the pin in order to wake up the bike because it fills the key, okay? And then you here fill the 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, and then you press, you go to the further one, and so on. Okay, now we can show the setup menu. That's quite wide because it manages all the 5 degrees of freedom of the DAS system. Compression and rebound at the front, compression and rebound and preload at the rear. So you can manage 5 different parameters. Okay, so 3 seconds again. We are inside the menu. We go to setup voice. I press this. I enter in the setup voice. Now, which riding mode we want to modify?
Let's change touring.
Touring. Okay, touring.
Make it a little bit firmer suspension, maybe.
Okay, what would you modify? DTC level, engine curve, or the DAS, so the suspension? Okay. You want to modify, for example, the engine. You want a touring with 100. It tells you now you have 150 low. Do you want a new set? You press new set. Okay. Then, for example, you may select 100 only. Okay. You go to memory. You press. And now you have a touring mode with only 100 horsepower.
So I just have to say, this isn't only an evolution of the Multistrada, this is an evolution of motorcycling. I don't know of any other motorcycle that has this level of controllability from anyone.
Wideness of parameters to be adjusted and personalized, because now we have saved a touring riding mode on this bike with 100 only horsepower. Okay. Then there is this voice, you see, default. If I choose this, it goes back to the original settings from the factory. So it goes back to a touring of 150 progressive erogation.
So the days of having, I mean, I guess
default parameter, yes. Weight is going back to the default touring riding mode.
So you don't have to have any tools to adjust the suspension, the compression, the rebound damping, the preload, nothing. It's all done in this menu here, and you can save all the settings. It's almost like in a car when you set the seat for a certain position. You can have an individual rider program here.
Now, if you want, we have shown how to change the engine. The same is for changing the DTC. We may see the DAS, that is the more wide system. Inside the DAS, now you have to change. You are in the touring. Which touring load configuration you want to set it, because you have 4 touring, depending on the load. So suppose we want to modify the touring solo rider, so we press and we get inside. Now you have front, rear and preload, whatever you want to modify.
So if you go to rear and you want to change
rear, okay, so you press, and now you have the current situation above this line and the editing line below. Okay, so currently you have 16 clicks in the compression at the rear and 21 clicks and the rebound. Okay, so we want to change compression. You press, the number is lighted, and then you skip 15, 14
using the handlebar setting
or above.
It's interesting because you see guys on internet forums talking about their favorite settings for bikes, how many clicks on the preload and stuff. But this is going to be a completely, people will be sharing their settings for motor,
absolutely,
front and rear suspension.
Because it tells you how, you see when you restore and you go back to the default, you see the numbers that are originally loaded in the system. So it's you may use this menu even to explore and to know how each single riding mode crossed with one of the 4 load level has been prepared by the factory. Okay, and then you memory, rebound if you want to change also rebound, memory, keep it pressed, and then exit.